Welcome back to Conquest SMP. This is where you can make a country or do some various other interesting things. Now, in the last episode, we built some walls and some towers and some more walls and more towers, and it took a very long time. And it's sort of got some more stuff to do, like I have to detail the inside of the walls, do like some fences or whatever, but generally the outside is done. However, the inside is not done. As you can see, it's still just a bunch of lines of stone on the ground, and today we are going to fix it. So we're going to build some walls for the inside. They're going to be a bit smaller than the outside ones, but still roughly the same thing. We're also going to build some shrines over there and some like other little kind of detail buildings, as well as a traditional Japanese hotel. So hopefully that will be pretty fun. But of course, as usual, we're going to need to spend 3 days gathering resources because I'm just slow at everything I do. You might have noticed by my upload schedule. But before we build all those nice looking buildings, we need to build these walls all around this area, and I conveniently have all the materials to do so right here in these 2 boxes, despite this video only being 15 seconds long by now. And so the walls have been finished on the inside here. They're a little bit, I feel like they might be a little bit too big, and you might not be able to fit a whole lot of actual buildings in here, and they're a little bit short. They're kind of like, sorta odd, you know, so it might make buildings weird. Building buildings, that's an interesting sentence. Anyways, they're done. They look kind of nice. They took a while, but they're done. And now we need to build the other buildings, like the shrine and the maybe roads and some actual doors, and the hotel, which is going to go maybe somewhere over there. I don't know, I've not necessarily planned it all out, but I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster than I did the walls, and maybe this video might be done before my channel is completely dead and in oblivion. So here we have the shrine that has been built. It doesn't have a name yet, but it is a shrine. We have the garden part here with a little pond, some cherry trees, of course, because, you know, Japan does the cherry trees, so we have to have one of those here. Lots of trees. There's a little path that goes up to the actual shrine building itself. I kind of assembled this mostly from memory. I went to a bunch of shrines in Japan, so this is what I remember of them, alright? Don't judge this. I don't know what this is all exactly for, but I found stuff like this in the shrines, and then up here there is absolutely nothing, because I was too lazy and didn't build anything up there. But yeah, this is the shrine. It's like a place you go to... You know what, I'm not gonna say what it is, because if I do say what it is, I might get it wrong, and then Oleg's gonna get really mad, because he's gonna get mad anyways, but yeah, he'd get more mad. This here is the jack, which also has nothing in it. This is where, like, the shrine keeper would stay. So, like, you'd have someone over here who, like, lives in this little house and, like, takes care of the shrine, and is like the monk. There's a little bit of a more kind of garden area. This sort of just filler area, right? So this whole section here the whole thing is like a shrine complex. So not just the building, but all of this would be like holy sacred grounds or whatever. And there might be, I don't think there's enough space, but you usually have a torii gate of some kind here so that you can enter the shrine and be like, I don't know, cleansed or whatever. So here it is, very nice. Only issue is this little road is supposed to go through here, which is like the main road to get into the castle. But you have to go through the shrine, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because there'd be a lot of people who are not going through the shrine to go to the shrine. You know, like if some army was marching through here to get to the castle, it'd be very odd, and any visitor would have to go through this area, and it's kind of like a place that you wouldn't want a whole lot of traffic. So I think I might reroute this kind of road and have the entrance be maybe over there where this little box is. I don't know, I've not completely worked it out. And as you can see, I've also not built this wall, because still living in all these shulker boxes here. Moving on to the entrance of the city, we have the stables. This is kind of like, I saw some images of like this being in Japan on Google Images. I never actually saw this kind of stable in real life, but I think this is some kind of Japanese variety of stables where they have these little wide roofs here. I thought it was a kind of interesting design. Can fit a decent amount of horses, about 8 or so. So it's kind of just here. It doesn't have a whole lot around it because I plan on building, you know, of course, a whole bunch of stuff around here. So I didn't go too far into building other kinds of roads and foliage and stuff around it because I don't know what else is going to go here. And I don't want to build something and then want to build something else but not have a room, because this had some unnecessary, I don't know, trees or bushes or some, like, I don't know, parking lot. Not like there's even cars, but, you know, that's why you don't want to build too much. Moving on here, we have the problem child, the hotel, also known as a ryokan. I hope I said that right. Here it is, in all its glory. It's like a nice hotel. This is the only thing that really has an interior. I built it some time ago, and I just placed it into this world. It's got a little reception. Beep, boop, boop, beep. There's no computers, it's the medieval times. I don't know what I was making sounds for. Fish tank, no fish, of course, because it's Minecraft, and fish would probably die in there. Here we've got the little dinner, breakfast, whatever area that you come here and you, like, sit on the kneeling chairs and eat your raw fish. Nom 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 nom, you know. Some storage to, I guess, put your raw fish in. Then you come up here, up the stairs, you get to the rooms. Of course, with the tatami mats on the floor, similar table arrangement. Typically there'd be like a little robe here, but I don't have any leather, so I just didn't put one there. Got a little pink mat to sleep on, and, well, nothing in there. So, that's a mistake. Anyways, this is the house. There's also a balcony out here where you can look at not a whole lot. It's definitely not the best view, not super high up, but, you know, it's alright. You can see the city, you can see the towers. Can't really see the sunrise from this one, because the sunrise is over there. And of course, this room is the same thing. Moving on up the stairs again, we have these smaller rooms. These ones would be like cheaper, I guess. They have the same closet, same whatever, basically same room, just a little bit less area. Although it does have a kind of better view because you're higher up, you know. You can also see from over here. Oh, cool! You can see the horses crapping all over the floor over there. Very nice. Coming on over here to the side, we have this little garden that leads to the hot springs. This is kind of hard to incorporate into the city because it's going to be very dense, not like a nature thing. So these probably wouldn't be naturally like spring powered, but they're little hot tubs, of course, that you can soak in. You know, always have to have one of those. But why is this the problem child? Because I did mention it's the problem child, but why? Well, simply, it's just too big. It feels like kind of out of scale. It makes everything else look small. You know, like these buildings, these towers and stuff are really quite small. But when you compare them to everything else, they looked a little bit big until I built this. And now they all look like miniature little houses. So I might have to do something about that. I'm not sure. It looks it's too good to tear down. I really like this building. But it's just, you know, a little bit big, so I'll keep it for now. If I really don't like it and there's some other thing and it's like, oh, it's so awful, then I might, like, shorten it or something, but definitely not gonna do anything too drastic for now. Another thing you might have noticed is that this one is almost entirely made of wood instead of the like black stone and white concrete of these towers and the walls and the castle. Most of this has all just been, you know, that color scheme, but for the inner houses here, they're mostly going to be made of wood and have less white concrete, because the white concrete was what the castles were colored if they were allied to Tokugawa Ieyasu. So this one would kind of be one of those. It's sort of a mashup of a bunch of different castles I found. So this one is white, meaning if this was actually Japanese history, it'd be allied to Tokugawa Ieyasu. So all the military buildings are going to be the white concrete and black stone color scheme, but the regular buildings are probably going to be wood or other varieties, maybe with some white concrete, maybe not. I don't know. I've not built them all yet, of course. So they're generally going to look kind of more like this rather than like that or that. It's nice to see the city developing so much faster than all the other things we've ever built. Like Jima, you know, that took like a year to build a couple buildings. This one's definitely doing a lot better than that one. There will be, of course, more building in the future, but for now, I am done because this video has taken too long because some other things happened in school. You know, no one likes school. School's hard. It's not easy. That's how I've been spending most of my time. So now this video is over. You need to leave now. Goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. So now you can go, I don't know, do something. Whatever you want to do, man. I don't freaking know. Why are you still here?